Okay, this is a brief tutorial about the connections on the Behringer X32 Compact. So we're looking at the back of the mixer itself. You have 16 inputs back here with XLR connectors. Now these will accept balanced and unbalanced signals, and it can be microphone or line level. The only caveat is they just have an XLR connector, so you have to use a little bit of an adapter. That would look something like this if you've got a TS or a TRS quarter-inch cable connection that you want to make in there. But this will accept a variety of inputs that way. So you've got your 16 inputs. Over here you have your aux ins 1 through 6. Just know that for 5 and 6 you have the choice of using either the quarter-inch inputs or the RCA jacks. It's either or, you can't use both. So it's basically 6 aux in inputs on there. Okay, then over here we have our monitor out. So if the monitor engineer wants to use a set of powered speakers, you can plug these in here, and then the engineer will have his own set of powered speakers that he can use, so when he does solo and or listening to tracks, you can hear those through the powered speakers rather than listening to them on the headphones if you wish. Your talkback mic connection here, your console light connection here if you want to use a gooseneck light on there. Outputs. So we have our 8 XLR outputs on here. These are assignable to anything. So these can be direct outs from channels. They can be out from the buses. So this could be your main mono output. This could be your main left and right if you use 2 of these. This could be your monitor out, or like an aux out thing from one of your buses. It can be a matrix out. Basically anything. Since it's a digital mixer, you just assign it to what it's going to be, and that's what comes out of that output. So you have these 8 outputs, plus you also have 6 of your aux outputs up here. You can also use these to output signals, and again they are totally assignable also as to what you want coming out of these aux outputs, and these can be balanced or unbalanced also. So in total you have your 8 here and another 6 here, which basically gives you about 14 outputs here, truthfully. Okay, one of the nice things about the Behringer, it does come complete with a 32-channel USB audio interface. So you connect this from this USB port to your computer, and then you use your recording software such as Traction or Studio One or Sonar, and then you can record 32 tracks of audio, which is fantastic. So you don't have to worry about getting the mix totally right at the beginning. You record your 32 tracks. Then you go into your audio software and you can use processing and effects, and you can adjust volume levels and everything to come up with a complete recording, and then using your audio software you can always release that as a stereo recording if you'd like. So it's a really nice feature that it is a 32-channel USB audio interface. Over here we have our remote control. So you would connect a Cat5 cable here and then connect it to a wireless router. That will give you access where you can use either a Galaxy Tab pad or an Apple iPad, and then you can use the app on there to control the mixer. The Apple Store, has a app designed by Behringer, and then there's a third-party app available for Android that works as well, if not better than. But you connect here to your wireless router, and then your use your iPad or your Android pad to connect to the wireless router, and then you have a seamless surface where you can operate the mixer from remotely anywhere within range of that wireless router. The USB port here, this is if you decide to use the Behringer mixer as a digital audio workstation controller, a DAW controller. So you can connect this then to the computer, and then it'll function as a operating surface for your digital audio workstation. MIDI in and out. The mixer does understand OSC language as well as some MIDI commands. So if you wanted to, you could send MIDI commands to make the mixer do certain processes in the mixing. AES EBU. So if you have a digital recorder, a DAT, you can connect that to here and make digital recordings right from the mixer too, so they've included that. Your Ultranet output, this is for the personal monitoring system that Behringer has developed. So again, Cat5 to their personal monitoring hub, and then from there out you branch out to individual users where you can have individual in-ear monitoring or small monitor in front of them, and they can have an app on their phone that actually adjusts that device, and they can do their own personal monitoring blend that they want to do, adjust the channels and what channels they're hearing and levels, etc., etc. So most of the new digital monitors have that kind of thing, a monitoring system on it. And then finally, your AES 5.0 connection. So we're going to go from the Cat5 here, to the Cat5 input on the digital stage box, which we'll take a look at here. So go from A right into here. We don't have to worry about the rest of these connections. We're probably just going to use that one. So that's going to be your Cat5 connection to your digital stage box. Digital stage box looks kind of like just another back of the mixer itself. So you have another additional 16 XLR inputs. Same thing here. They can be mic or line level, and you just have to use the adapters if you're going to use 1/4 inch jacks on there. You have an additional 8 out, and again, these are totally assignable to whatever you want to assign them to. Probably won't use the controls up here because everything on the stage box, once it's connected to the mixer, you can set up everything such as phantom power and levels and gains and where the signal is going to be coming from, going to, and outputs. That can all be controlled from the mixer itself. They just include this panel up here in case you're going to use the stage box as a standalone device for an analog mixer. That pretty much does it.